Okay, in order to create a poster that looks as professional and fit for purpose as this, you need to use a tool in Photoshop called the ruler tool. Now, by no means is this poster perfect in terms of alignment. You'll notice maybe some issues here, for example, and how Forgetting Sarah Marshall logo isn't quite lined up to that. But on the whole, it's actually not too bad. But I'm going to show you how to use that tool really effectively in Photoshop, and it's something you should be using on a very consistent and regular basis throughout the production of both posters that you need to produce. So I'm going to open up Photoshop. Command N is the shortcut for File New or Control N on a PC. It should automatically be on International Paper as the preset. A4 is the size that you need to go for. If it's not A4, there's a drop-down menu there. We're going to call this poster template. You should always name the documents that you're creating in Photoshop. You'll notice then when your document comes up, it's very much a blank canvas. Now, in order to reveal the ruler lines and the ruler tool as a whole, you need to press Command or Control on a PC, R, to reveal the horizontal and vertical ruler grid lines. So within the ruler tool itself, you can drag horizontally and vertically all of the lines that you need to make sure are presented in your poster. Now, in a magazine, and this is something we're going to be getting you to do for your magazine coursework, this area will be known as a bleed. Nothing really should go in this area. And if you look back at this poster here, nothing is really in that area that you see around the edges of the actual poster itself. So do bear that in mind. Nothing should really be in this area. And I would always go with, kind of as a rule of thumb, creating these as your first 4 ruler lines. Now I'm going to just place in a convention. All of these institution logos are available in the public drive if you follow this path here. Okay, I'm just going to place in a black and white universal logo. When resizing a document, you should always resize from a corner, and most importantly, in order to avoid warping or pixelating the image or ruining the kind of quality of the image, hold down the Shift key whenever you resize. Okay, so I'm just going to do that. Press Enter using the Move tool, or V for short. When you hover over the actual tool itself, you should see the shortcut. I'm going to just move that down to where I want it to go. Now, if I zoom in on that area, I'm holding down the space bar now in order to move and navigate my way around the actual canvas itself. I can nudge the logo over to the left and down, just using the arrow keys, to make sure that that alignment is as perfect as it can possibly be. I can then bring down another ruler line to indicate where everything should fit in terms of that that particular convention. So I know from this point onwards the universal logo should go there. If I press Control 0 or Command 0, that brings me back to my original canvas size. Now, as you work your way through the poster, you might notice the ruler lines start to increase in volume, and they start to become a bit overbearing and a little bit annoying in some respects in terms of interfering with the rest of the production. If that is the case, you can actually hide these lines and see effectively a print preview. So Command semicolon or Control semicolon is the shortcut to hide and also reveal the blue lines. So Command or Control semicolon to hide and reveal those blue lines. And that's pretty much all you need to know for the ruler tool, guys. So I hope that's proven to be very helpful with your poster production.